Johnny?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing very well.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to LaxCenter, and this is Johnny Vegas Namer with my guest David Gross, the MLL Commissioner. Now, David, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Johnny. Yourself?
I'm doing good, also. And the MLL has been going great so far, and there's a lot of teams doing phenomenal, and then there's some teams that are trying to get back in the hunt, but they got plenty of time. What is your view on the season so far?
Well, it's been an exciting season and definitely a surprising one. I think a lot of people thought, Hamilton would struggle coming out of the gate, but they've been tremendous so far this season. Perennial team like Boston has had a tougher time, though they had a big win, in overtime against Chesapeake last weekend. Denver's a team I think a lot of people predicted to come back to the pack, and they're undefeated so far this year. So a lot of the conventional wisdom of what people thought going into the season has been thrown out, which is always exciting. You like to see. It's why you play the games, to see the surprises.
Yeah, and the Outlaws are 4-0. You got the Nationals 3-0, and then Bayhawks right on their trail at 3-1. Wizards 2-2. Cannons 1-3. Hounds and Rattlers 1-3, and then Ohio Machine 0-3. The teams. I like their new helmets. So, they're rocking the Cascade R's, which will come out in a month or two. How is that going so far? How are the players liking those new helmets?
I think the players think that they're terrific. The helmets. We think it was great that Cascade used the MLL to launch the product. It's gotten some tremendous buzz by going through the MLL, and we think Major League Lacrosse is really the ideal platform since we have the best players in the world for companies to launch new products.
Yeah, and now, so now how many years is the MLL going right now? How many years has it been?
We just started the 13th year now.
Okay, and congratulations on that. And now, what is the most rewarding thing about being the MLL Commissioner?
Oh, there's so many things. I think one of the greatest things about being Commissioner of the League is seeing the impact that lacrosse and Major League Lacrosse can have on young people. We've got so many great players in the league, and they're doing such a good job in inspiring young kids and families and helping out. And when you see that, it makes everything worthwhile. Yeah,
that's very true. And I love to see all the players. Like when I see them around the country, anytime I'm traveling and I see them, they're always very nice, and they're very down to earth. And for me, that's different than other sports, professional leagues. Just sometimes you'll see other sports, other sports leagues where the players, are too busy to be bothered for an autograph. And I'm talking about other sports. I'm not gonna name the sports, but I'm just saying lacrosse is different in that sense, where the players are very interactive with their fans.
Oh, they're great with the fans. Johnny, Dylan's story down. In the west coast of Florida, we heard of his issues, and we put out to some players, but some guys like to go down and just do a clinic for him. And this isn't even trying to get someone to go to a game. This is people that are an hour and a half away from where we're playing, and Kevin Lavelle, Steve DiNapoli, and Chaz Woodson were both like, yeah, I'll be there in a heartbeat. And they put on a clinic to raise some money, for a young boy in need, and it's just great. And these guys are so willing to give their time so freely.
Yeah, and what you said about Dylan is great. I had the chance to talk to both Dylan and his dad, and they're very thinking positively, and I gave them some good feedback about what I went through, and we have very similar stories, and I just wanted to reassure them that there is a light at the end of the tunnel if they keep thinking positively. And sometimes life throws you some very hard things to deal with, but it's how you react to that is how you'll come out in the end.
Yeah, he's got such a positive outlook. It's great to see, and he was at the game, and we had him on the sideline, and gave him a wonderful night, which is a small little thing that we were able to do through sport.
Yeah. And I will tell you that those little things are so big to us survivors and people going through life-threatening diseases. When I was going through my cancer battle, I got Make-A-Wish, which is a great organization. They gave me a wish. Anybody with a life-threatening disease, any child gets a wish from them, and so my wish was going to see Metallica and hanging out with them, and they flew us out to San Francisco, and everything was paid for, and they treated us to so much good stuff, and then they one-upped it. They had me stand on stage with my friend behind Lars on the drums for Metallica.
That's pretty cool, but I'll beat that wish. We got one from the Make-A-Wish Foundation back in 2009 of a young boy with a tumor, and his was to go to the MLL All-Star game, and we had him out, and Nicky Polanco, who's so good with kids, we had asked Nicky if he would, just keep it up, some quality time, and Nicky fell for it, and shockingly, Nicky didn't make the All-Star team that year, and within 2 minutes of him not making the All-Star team, the phone rang, and he called and said, okay, she'll probably going out. When do you want me there?
Yeah.
And that was great to see. And one of the nice comments we got from the people at Make-A-Wish after the fact, they pointed out, they said, athletes are always great when we ask them to do these things, especially when there's cameras rolling. What we loved about the MLL is all the players were great the entire weekend, even if there wasn't a camera to be found.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I've never met Nicky Polanco, but I've heard great things about him, and I've been a fan of his for a long time.
Yeah, Nicky's been such a great asset to the league. We had him on the Today Show. We helped get him on the MTV show Made, where he coached a high school girl to make her varsity team. He's been someone that we've been able to go to now for 12 years, and he's always there for the league. Yeah.
And I've like a little bit of an idea for you guys. I don't know if you guys would do it, but maybe I don't know if there is a network or if it should be like a YouTube show, but there should be like some kind of documentary reality show of like a professional lacrosse player, maybe following him for a few months or a year, and just like seeing him go to clinics and camps and coach teams and playing the MLL. And I just think it'd be kind of cool to see, and seeing him working out, seeing what he does in the off season.
Sure, if we can find someone who would pay for it and sponsor it, I think we'd love to do something like that.
Yeah, so that'd be cool in the future to see that. And so now like the MLL, it's growing rapidly, and I'd love to see some more teams out west. I know we've talked about that before, and I think it'd be cool, see that, and maybe, once California changes their laws a little bit, we'll see that happen. I mean, I know the LA Riptide I was a big fan of them, and, all throughout the last few years of high school, I was going to their games, and that's where I made friends with Sean Lindsay and, Kyle Harrison and a bunch of those guys.
Great. Well, we'd love to be back in California, and if you can just get them to change the laws, we'll be there.
Yeah. All right. Now, I just want to thank you for being on the show, LaxCenter, and good luck with the rest of the season. And I'll definitely be talking to you soon.
All right, Johnny. You take care now.
All right. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. That was David Gross, the MLL Commissioner. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is Johnny Vegas reminding all of you to grow your game. And remember, to grow, you got to play. Happy lacrossing, everybody. Until next time.